Dobry wieczór wszystkim wam, przyjaciołom, bracia i siostry. I wish I can speak Polish, or I can speak that everybody understands in my own language, because English, unfortunately, is a poor language, and I cannot even express certain things. I am so grateful to be here. I am so deeply honored, and I have no words to even express how happy I am to be here. Thank you so much for inviting me. Mr. Nosie, it's been an honor to know you from the first moment and to get to know all these beautiful people, because you're all beautiful to me, and I see you. I see you living in Tucson now. It's beauty that comes through you, and I know who you are, because your light shines through, just like our light in Poland, in our indigenous people of Slavia. People call us Slavs, but I don't like that word, because we're Słowianie. Slavia means being famous for the good things, the people who have honor and who have respect to one another. And as you can see, what I'm wearing right now, it's my traditional clothing from southern Poland. It's from the Cracovia region, and I am dressed in Mother Earth, the colors of Mother Earth. You can even see the wheat right here that we honor. Our New Year starts in spring, where Mother Earth is waking up, and our seasons go by with Mother Earth. We celebrate the birth of light during where now they told us to celebrate Christmas. About 1,000 years, 966, Rome came into our land and told us we cannot no longer perform our ceremonies, we can no longer dress the way we want, we can no longer have our own traditions, we have to eat different foods, and this is who we are. We cannot change this, just like you. You are the same. We're all connected with Mother Earth. Our food, we cannot stop eating the food that our ancestors ate. We cannot stop the rituals, the ceremonies, and I do respect your ceremonies, and I would never do them, because I know this is yours, and I have my own. And I want to let you know that we've been fighting with the same people you've been fighting with. The same people are trying to steal the resources, and our sacred spaces are no longer accessible. Most of them are covered either with churches or mining companies, and we know where the places are because of our language. Our language is thousands of years old, over 10,000 years old. And we know where we came from, but unfortunately, when I was born during communism, on our books, they didn't tell us the truth. They told us that we are just workers, that we have to follow their rules, that we have to follow their agenda. And in our hearts, we knew this is not right. We knew we're connected to much higher power that we should follow, because we're all connected with the Creator, with the source, with the light. And what they're telling us is so weird and so unaligned with us, we cannot accept that. So we fought, and we fought. And I have a letter to read from our friends from Poland. I would like to share with you. Polska Narodowa Rada Kamratów. Polish National Council of Comrades to all indigenous nations of Earth. Dear representatives of all indigenous tribes of the Earth, the Polish National Council of Comrades, on behalf of the Polish nation, would like you to join our voice at this important meeting of people for whom prosperous future of our Mother Earth is a priority. And here I want to tell you, there's no such word as prosperous in Polish. We don't even use that word, prosperous. It sounds like it's connected with money, right? That's a completely different meaning. What we feel is the enrichment of Mother Earth that does not connect with money. We, Poles, are the heirs of the Lechids, peoples of Central and Northern Europe. Our history is remarkably similar to that of indigenous people of both Americas. Like you, we were once numerous, powerful, and covering a large part of our continent, currently pushed to the role of enslaved under the yoke of superior authorities of the European Union and the Polish-speaking government imposed on us. They're only Polish-speaking, nothing else, whose actions clearly indicate that the well-being of the Polish nation is not in their interest. The motto of this meeting, water, an essential substance for the preservation of life on our planet, a good that should be available to every human being, regardless of their origin, race, or wealth. Water, which the Creator of man gave in abundance, for free, to all, without exception, is now licensed, sold, rationed. There are institutions claiming the right to our common good, to water. The Polish-speaking government has handed over the management of Polish waterworks to the Israeli company Tahal Group. Our compatriots are burdened with even higher costs of using the basic resource of our land. Increasingly, difficult access to water necessary for life is one aspect, but unfortunately, we also need to focus on its quality and its continuous, also intentional pollution. These are difficult issues because for years, planes sprayed over our heads with poisonous substances which got into our lakes, rivers, and even groundwater. Moreover, waterworks treat water with chlorine, fluoride, and other poisonous substances for our good. Our nation is currently facing yet another challenge. The administrators are selling off our natural resources. Never in Poland's history has such a predatory policy been pursued. Our ancient forests are cut down. They were always sacred and protective places for our ancestors. Forests are being destroyed by mass felling of trees, with industrial machines that destroy the forest cover, causing terrifying damage to the ecosystem. Our natural deposits were taken away from us through the wicked, illegal takeover of the Polish owner of the mining licenses, PGNiG by Orlen, company in the hands of foreign corporations. The riches of our land should be the property of our children and grandchildren, for which our grandfathers died in wars around the world. They fought for the freedom of our nations, desiring freedom for their own homeland. For centuries, we have been struggling with the attacks and usurpation of other nations. Once it was the Teutonic Order, another time the Crimean Khanate, the Swedes, another the conflagration of 2 world wars that swept through our territory, disturbing the peace of our families and taking the lives of millions of Poles. And I would like to say something because my grandmother was in 2 concentration camps, and I would like to honor her and speak a moment for her that she was taken as a child from front of her house in Poland, in Łódź, central Poland. And of course, she was not Jewish. That's another story that they are telling us. Unfortunately, now we're opening our eyes. Unfortunately, now people are getting to know the real history. But we're getting there. The Polish National Council of Comrades, as a grassroots movement of Polish patriotic circles, made the effort to organize a national referendum on the natural resources of our lithosphere and biosphere. We want the Polish nation to be disposer of the wealth of the Polish land. We are a nation closely related to cultural heritage left to us by our ancestors. Tradition is sacred for us and cultivated in families, despite the great pressure imposed, especially on the young generation, by multicultural media coverage. Dear noble representatives of your nations, the Polish National Council of Comrades joins you spiritually and asks for spiritual support of our actions. May the future of our Mother Earth be prosperous, abundant, and her inhabitants happy. I would like to read a poem, if you don't mind. It's been a lot of heavy energy and we all need something. Okay. This is an old Slavic poem. The crossroads, the old black cold forest, the cold embraces me. Blood calls out from the thicket. In the sacred stones of the circle, the ancient oak still stands. The arms of the fathers covered with moss, the mother's cries were drowned out by the age. Sit down. He will tell you about the glory of the old days and about the gods that raise up, raising their temples more and more proudly. Svarozhets shines with the sun. Perun calls the warriors today. Vales reveals his omens. Mokosh spins the thread of life. Quiet, yes, quiet. This ancient foreign forest hums. This is the story of the forest, and we must never forget where we came from. Thank you so much. Dziękuję bardzo. And also, I brought some water from Poland, our mineral water from really deep underground. If somebody would like to try, please.